Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a look that I did on my Instagram the other day when I was featuring the Sam and Nick Chapman new MAC lipsticks, and a few of you wanted me to do a tutorial for it, so here I am. Also, if you haven't seen the look already, I did an IGTV of the lipsticks and they're on my Instagram, so I'll link down my Instagram handle in the description bar below. I feel like it's been a little while that I've actually introduced the beginning of the video without makeup on. So yeah, we're doing the full shebang today. Please subscribe and like my channel because it really supports it, and we'll jump into the video. So I'm going to start with my base and I'm going to use the Ordinary Moisturiser as per usual. Oh, it's running out of stuff now. Yeah, I don't want to bore you with that. That's just moisturiser going on. Next I've got a damp beauty blender, although this is a Primark alternative. And I'm actually going to use two different foundations. So recently I've been loving the combination of the Dior Face and Body, Backstage Face and Body, and the Urban Decay Stay Naked. And I actually think they perfectly balance each other out. This is quite yellow, this is more like neutral. So I do like a pump and a bit of the Stay Naked, and then I shake up the Dior, just squeeze a little bit on there. So you can tell the yellow and the pinky sort of mix together. I just mix it with my finger, pop it on, and I just dab it in. I just find this gives me such a nice coverage, but still leaves kind of a glow to the skin. It's just been my go-to sort of thing at the moment. I'm taking it over my eyes as well. Just love how it evens out my skin. I find that layering it on as well with like a beauty blender sort of thing helps sort of build coverage where you want it. I don't have to keep faffing with adding loads of layers. I'd definitely say from my review I'm absolutely loving that Dior one though. I think it is quite light coverage when it's on its own, but mixed with this it's just beautiful. And they've both really got a long staying power, both of the foundations, so together by the end of the day my face still looks like I've only just put it on. So now I'm going to move on to brows, and I've just got my setting spray. I can't get enough of this product at the moment. Literally just spray once inside. That was a bit dangerous doing that directly into my face with my eyes open. I just love how full this makes my brows. I try not to scrub into the soap too much just because I don't want to have so much on this little spoolie, and just take your time just to brush through and get them sort of in the right direction. A lot of people like to just sort of press them down. I don't really like to, just because I think it changes the shape of my eyebrow. So I'm just going to let it dry and do its thing for a bit, and I'm going to go on to the eyes, and then I'll come back and fill in the brow and kind of move it where I want to move it. I'm going to sneeze. Whew. Oh, well, that'll scrub your eyebrows, won't it? So what I did with my eyes was I used this Mellow-Cosmetics Treasure Chest palette, and I definitely think Mellow-Cosmetics is massively underrated because I absolutely love this palette. I wore it in my bridal trial tutorial. So I'm just going to take a generic sort of blending big brush, and I'm going to take Tiger Eye, which is kind of like a soft brown, I guess. And this is just going to go in my socket. This big brush is really just going to diffuse it out. I didn't do anything too precisely. And I haven't used an eye base because I'd taken the foundation over my eyes previously, so it was enough for the product to sort of stick to. I'll take a little bit of that same colour Tiger Eye on a Zoeva brush. This is the 231 Petit Crease, and just take that underneath. I then took a little bit of amber, which is this one here. I've got a double-ended Urban Decay brush, and I just use the flat side and pop that on sort of the outer part of my eye. They are just so shiny. It's so pretty. I love these eyeshadows. And just use the other side just to blend the edge off. Just how like glossy is it? It's not like big chunks of glitter, it's just soft, glassy shine. I love it. Then with the same brush I took a little bit of smoked Topaz, and I put that more on the inner part of the eye, just because this is a bit of a lighter colour. This is going from the inside into the middle and up into the crease, basically. Again, just blend the edge. I'm not blending over the middle of it because I don't want to take the colour away. Oh, it's just so pretty. I mixed a little bit of crystal and a bit of Topaz, just because crystal is very, very light, and I like the sort of goldiness or yellowiness. I don't know. So I kind of mix them together, and it makes like a really nice light champagne-y kind of gold colour. Just gonna wipe off a little bit of the excess and just tap in lightly and just mix them together. This is gonna go on the inner part and join up. And that just brightens up the eye. And then I also took that on my brow bone as well. Just blend that out. Now back to the Zoeva brush. I'm just gonna take a little bit of Smoky Quartz and a bit of Onyx. Mix them on the very tip of the brush and tap off the excess. And this is just gonna go just on the very outer part of the eye. I don't wanna smoke this out too much. Just creating a little bit of depth. And then this is gonna go under the eye as well with the same two colors. And then what I did was a gel liner on my eyes, and I have the Urban Decay Precise Eyeliner brush and the Bobbi Brown gel liner in black ink, which I think is the blackest one. I'm just gonna swirl my brush into that. And all I'm doing is accentuating the lash line. I'm not really going any further out. I'm just starting really, really fine. So you're literally placing the brush on your lashes. And I did go all the way in. And then just flicking ever so slightly on the outer part so that it's not drooping down. That's all I did. I tend to always start in the middle of the eye. I just find it easier to start there, so I can like gauge the thickness and then work my in and then work my way from the outer edge. Don't really know why I do that. It's just what works for me. This gel liner has lasted me ages, and with gel liners that are in a little glass pot like that, if they start drying out, if you pop it in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds, it kind of renews itself, so you can use it again. And then I took the majority off onto the back of my hand, literally just wiped it off, and then run a little bit of it underneath my eye. And then blend it with that Zoeva brush, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Guys, I'm moving to my military home in 14 days. I can't believe it's so quick. I'm so excited. Yeah, I've been packing as we're going. I'm gonna give this place like a massive deep clean. I can't tell you how excited I am. Okay, now to fill in my brows a little bit because they're starting to look a little bit weird and a little bit light. So I've just got my NYX pencil, my micro brow in Espresso, and this is just gonna run underneath. It doesn't fill an awful lot, it just helps define the shape a little bit, where maybe I've got gaps. Because it flattened down some of the hairs, I'm just going through with that same spoolie. You can tell it's like stiffened now anyway with the glue, so it's not like you're taking it off. Just taking a little bit of Brunette Petit brow blade as well in there. Okay, next, curl the lashes, Inglot Lash Curlers. And I believe I used the Caviar Volume Mascara by Mercier. Really get in there. Just gonna pop a little bit more of Onyx darkest colour underneath the eye. And then take a little bit of it again into the outer part of the crease. And just blend away. And now for concealer, same as always, Stay Naked in 30NN. I'm just gonna pop that underneath my eyes, around my nose, chin, spot. And I'm gonna buff that using the Real Techniques angled shadow brush. Nice and fluffy, this one, so. Sorry if you can hear, I think someone's using a lawnmower outside. Nice that they have a lawn. I really love this concealer. I don't think I tell you actually how much I like it. It just sets into the skin really well. It doesn't crease up. It doesn't move really. And it is good coverage. It's kind of the same formula as the foundation, just better coverage. And I just take a little bit of concealer as well and go on the edge of the brow. This always sharpens it up a little bit. I did just put a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder underneath my eyes, just to set concealer where I want there to not really be much shine. I've got pins and needles in my leg. Oh, well, I haven't had that for a while. Got the Body Shop bronzer, and this is in 01, so I guess it's the fairest one. I've just got a big powder brush. This is the Spectrum A00, AOO. I'm just gonna pat that in. And slightly buff, but really light-handed. Give a bit of a sun-kissed look going on. Okay, for blusher I use the Backtalk. This is actually discontinued though, but it has, I'm pretty sure they do the blushes, or they do similar blushes on their own. So I mixed a little bit of Double Take and Low Key together. One's a bit more peachy, one's a bit more of like a rosy kind of colour. Just taking that on a contour brush from Real Techniques. And the Low Key, the orangier one, has got a little bit of shimmer in it, which is quite nice. And for highlighter, I actually used the eyeshadow, and I actually mixed Crystal and Topaz, a bit like I did for the highlighter in the eye, and I popped that on my cheekbones, so I'm gonna do that now. I just have a little base shadow brush by Real Techniques. Just tap it in really light. This is just going a little bit more of the gold on the cheekbone, and then I'm going to blend it with that contour brush, just so it melts into the blusher and bronzer. I like eyeshadow palettes that you can kind of do a bit of everything with. A little bit of that on the Cupid's bow, a bit on the nose as well. Okay, so the next part was what the IGTV was based on. So it's the Nick and Sam Chapman lipsticks with MAC. I'm going to use the nude today, but I'll show you the red anyway on the back of my hand. So this is NYX, and yeah, it's beautiful, and it's a really gorgeous nude. And I didn't actually put a lip liner with it at all. You can do if you want, but it's actually really good on its own without a lip liner. Oh, it smells divine. Just ties in so nice with the look. It kind of works with the cheeks. The Sam one, if you want to see it, is a beautiful red. That's why I did an eye like this, because it was kind of neutral, just so you could either have a nude or a red with it. And this is such a beautiful sort of pinky toned red, and it just looks like that. Really, really gorgeous. I definitely want to like savor these lipsticks as much as I can. I know I can buy a new one probably later on, but just so precious. So yeah, if you want to know a little bit more about the lipsticks, then head over to my Instagram, give me a little follow and watch my IGTV. So this is the finished look, you guys. Thanks so much for watching and so much for asking me to do a tutorial on this look. I really love this. It's so simple, but also really pretty with the shine. Yeah, please give it a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.